Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and I've got a little article that you guys are going to find particularly interesting. It has to do with some Crybaby YouTube partners and their money, and I'm a sucker for making a video about topics like this. Anyway, before I get into the meat of the matter here, I just want to put up on the screen here an article that someone sent me on Twitter. By the way, I forget who sent that to me, but thank you for sending the article because I had no idea about this meeting with the network partners and YouTube and all this other shit. Anyways, thank you for sending that to me, whoever you were. Anyways, let's just look at this article real quick here, guys. YouTube's biggest partners are now publicly questioning whether they will ever make enough money from their online video giant to sustain their businesses. I'm sorry, I got the case of the giggles there for some odd reason. Anyway, back to the article. Tuesday, at the Steam conference, executives from multi-channel networks echoed a controversial blog posted by entrepreneur Jason Calacanis, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, over the weekend, in which he chided YouTube for taking too large a cut of his channel's revenue. The post has been the talk of the online video community since it surfaced, so much so that Electus COO Drew Buckley kicked off his panel by asking those executives for their take. Barry Blumberg, Executive Vice President of Alloy Digital and President of Smosh, that's a nice title, President of Smosh, YouTube's single most subscribed channel, was particularly outspoken, questioning whether the core of YouTube's business, short videos, could ever be a huge source of revenue for producers. Quote, "I'm not sure today, like I was a long time ago, that there is a lot of value in the 3 to 5 minute video," end quote, he told the crowd at the Santa Monica conference. Quote, "When is that ad market going to tip where it starts to make sense for us to produce this video, which is infinitely less expensive? It's not getting there." Blumberg said YouTube's relationship with many of the multi-channel networks has deteriorated in spite of higher viewership. He noted that Smosh now generates more than 65% of its revenue from sources other than YouTube. Quote, "We are all having our best years in company history in terms of viewership and audience. YouTube is having its best year in its history in viewership and audience, and yet their relationship with these multi-channel networks are not having their best years," Blumberg said. One panelist expressed a growing dissatisfaction with the money they were making on YouTube. Other panelists expressed a growing dissatisfaction with the money they were making on YouTube. These partners feel that YouTube's business approach enriches YouTube without making them nearly as wealthy. Holy shit! Oh boy, what do you think I'm going to point out in this article, people? Anyways, article is linked in the video description. There's more to it if you want to go into detail. I just didn't want to bore you guys by reading over the whole damn thing here. Here's the scoop, people. Here's the gist, I should say. Revenue on YouTube for the content makers has gone down in the recent past here. I myself, I can speak as someone who's been a partner on this website for over 3 years. If you comparatively take the viewership I get, we'll just use like the past several months as an example, and you see the ad clicks and you see everything, you compare them to similar months from maybe a year or 2 or 3 ago, where viewership was similar, where ad clicks were similar, you'll see just on a channel like mine that there's a discrepancy from anywhere of $100 to $300 less that I get paid now, yet viewership is either the same or more. So what happened? Well, the thing is this. YouTube and Google call the shots here. They can basically say, hey, we'll give you 25% of the ad revenue from the ads we put on you, or we'll give you 2% of the ad revenue. It's completely arbitrary. And what people aren't understanding is that they're getting so accustomed, and this is specifically to the people on top that began to sustain their lives off of this, that they don't understand is that We're not contractually obligated. No one making money on this website is contractually obligated with YouTube. Yes, there's a contract of a code of conduct that we have to abide by, but as far as pay goes, it's not like, well, you got to guarantee me at least 65% of ad revenue no matter what. It doesn't exist. It'll never exist. Because Google and YouTube know they are the top dog. They can dictate the market and they can dictate the amount of money they pay out to whoever they want to, as little or as large as they want to. And here's the news flash for people that don't understand. Why would YouTube? They're getting more viewership. They're getting more ads viewed. Why don't they give more back to the content creators? That's capitalism for you. That's real world. Hello? That's just the way it goes. I'm sorry, but there's no other way to explain it than that. Why does Walmart not give affordable health care to all of their employees when they can more than afford to do so? Why do they give their workers such low wages when they can more than afford to do so? It's because they're worried about their bottom line, which is making money. They're worrying about their stockholders. They're worrying about their company executives. The grunts that do all the groundwork in capitalism are usually the first to get shit on. I'm sorry if that is breaking news to anyone here on YouTube. Yes, I myself am seeing significantly less money off of the content I create here. Am I going to cry about it? No, because I understand. YouTube got people addicted to this website. You see people living lavish lifestyles. It's great. Who wouldn't want to be Justine, have multiple houses, or Michael Buckley with multiple houses, or Shane Dawson? They have insurmountable wealth that you or I could probably never see. But it's dwindling, and they don't like it. And I love that this article, and somebody even pointed this out on my Twitter, that they stopped reading when they got to the end of that first sentence, that some of YouTube's biggest partners are upset because the video giant isn't helping them sustain their businesses. This YouTube channel, this is my business? No. YouTube is the business. I happen to be here getting a little extra earning with my hobby or a job, and I have no problem. People call this a job or what have you. Call it what you will. It's an arbitrary deliberation of standards anyway. I'm grateful for the thousands upon thousands of dollars I've made here. I was making content on this website for years and not making a penny. The fact that I now get money, or just even can comprehend that I get money, is just a bonus. So, again, the news flash to people, YouTube could tomorrow, the second after I make this video, say, guess what? We're abolishing any sort of partnership program. We're going to put ads on everyone's video and not give money to anyone. They can do that. It's fully legal. It's fully within every right of them wanting to do so. And they would make money hand over fist. But they want to keep people enticed, so they're always going to give a little back. That's why you're going to see these higher rates of paying out ad revenue in the beginning, because you have these people like Ray William Johnson getting interviewed saying he's a certified millionaire. Everyone's like, oh, that's the quote-unquote American dream here on YouTube. I can be like that too, right? If I try and I keep uploading content, it may not come tomorrow, it may not come the next day, but I too can be a millionaire on this website. Folks, they got people hooked in. YouTube is the head vampire. We're all just little vampires that just want to feed off of big Papa YouTube, for lack of a better term. I hope that's not an analogy that just flows over everyone's head. Anyway, people are hooked on this website. The traffic alone is just beyond compare to any other sort of website that does videos like this. They're the top dog. They can dictate whatever rate they want to. And now all these multi-channel networks that are handing out partnerships, and they're getting shortchanged by YouTube, and they're saying, hey, what the hell, YouTube, you're getting so much revenue. Kick a little bit back to us. How do they not even know? How do they not even know how the capitalistic world works? Holy shit! Who the hell are the COOs of these network partners? My God, I would be embarrassed if I was a part of one of these network partnerships and your COO's crying at some conference in California, trying to say, my God, YouTube's not giving us a bigger share. Oh my God, these 5 to 6 minute videos aren't as profitable anymore. Tough titty. Oh my God, it's amazing just how many people are just out of touch with the way things work, specifically in a capitalist system like YouTube, like Google. Folks, they've got people hooked. They will always give people some sort of revenue source because it is, like I said, the quote-unquote American dream here on YouTube. But seeing these people cry and suffer, and to the fact that the final sentence in this that I read to you guys was, let me just read off this final sentence again. Other panelists expressed a growing dissatisfaction with the money they were making on YouTube. These partners feel that YouTube's business approach enriches YouTube without making them nearly as wealthy. Wow. No shit. It's almost as if YouTube and Google wants more money for themselves. I can't think of another business in America that is like that. Again, stockholders, executives, and the business interests of making themselves more money. That is the 3 principles you need to just follow here, and the 3 main interests that YouTube is always going to abide by, that Google's going to abide by. Jesus Christ. Oh, we're not nearly as wealthy. Get a different job. Like I said in that Link Hara video, if you don't want to partake in something like this, like YouTube, and see your rates progressively decrease, I guarantee you this time next year, you're going to see even lower return for the ad revenue. Guarantee it. You know why? Because YouTube and Google are run by smart business people. Now, it may be something that's seen as a dick move to the people like myself or anyone else that creates content and makes a profit off of it, but they're smart from a business sense. They're not going to care until the numbers start dropping on this website, and until they do, they're not going to give a shit because their system works. They've grown into the 3rd largest website in the history of the internet and currently in the world right now. You think they give a shit that a few partners are crying that they're not as wealthy? I mean, I love that they are. I think it's hilarious. But anyways, my advice for everyone, if you're a top tier partner and you're worrying about your ad revenue not being able to sustain your life as wealthy as it used to, get a day job. Get a better day job. Get a job that isn't something that is on such a volatile ground as internet income. Wake up! Have a nice day, everyone.